Hey everyone, it's Jo and ChappyPlans. Thanks for joining me for another Memory Planning Monday Project Life video. This week I am documenting week 24. If you'd like to see what I'm going to do, stick around. Hey everybody, how's it going? Happy Monday. I am back in Project Life. Love this scrappy project. It's my fave. This week I'm using mostly items from the Studio Calico Documenter kit that just came out, and it's one of my absolute favorites. It has so many fun colors. I also mix in some things from Ali Edwards, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I've got some stamps that I'm going to be using from Paper Person as well. And this first half of the week was really fun because the weather was a lot nicer. It's felt more like summer, felt more like June, and there's basically 1 or 2 weeks left of school at this point. So there's, that excitement of like summer coming and all of that good stuff. So I'm going to be using these puffy stickers that came in the Documenter kit. I love the florals. I'm saving the strawberries for another spread. I felt like I wanted the blue flowers and the pink flowers, and so that's what I'm mostly going to use to embellish, along with my 2 rolls of washi. And I'm going to use the labels from, I think this is from last month's Documenter kit, the Grove. And then, of course, I go through all my chipboard and other things, like other goodies here and there. I tend to embellish by color and not necessarily by kit, although I do typically try to find at least a few of the same elements throughout the spread to kind of tie it all together, which is what those flowers will be in this case. So that's just a picture of Nora and her friend Tessa, who came over after school on Monday. The girls were just playing nicely, and I snapped a picture while they were in her bedroom. And then also that day we had to bring the chickens back to school, which Nora was sad about. So I love that photo of her holding her favorite baby chick she nicknamed Baby Black, and she was like, she had a tear in her eye. She was so sad, but they're with one of her favorite teachers. They live now, so that was the good news. And I'm just card shuffling here, trying to figure out the placement of where I want the photos and where I want the decorative cards and the title card. So in this case, I want to... I don't end up using any 4x6 cards, I don't think, in this entire spread, because there were just so many photos, because it's also Father's Day weekend, and we had quite a few photos from that. So those washi's, I think, are both Heidi Swap, if I'm not mistaken. And then so are those little stamps there, the Destination Alphas. That's my new stamp block from Ali Edwards. I love the circle. I didn't know how much of a game changer it would be, but it really is. So I'm just going to stamp week 24 and embellish that card just a tiny bit and call that good. And then also this week they got to have therapy donkeys at school, which is that picture of the kids all petting the donkey there. Nora's blocked by her friend, but I know she's in that photo. She's the second one on the left. But it was just so cute, and I was able to go and hang out and see it and surprise her because she didn't know I was coming. Oh, also for this title card, I'm using that June stamp from the 3x4 set that came with the Stories by the Month kit from Ali Edwards. And I originally had a June card because there's a June 3x4 card that came with the kit as well, but I didn't love the colors, so I just decided to stamp my own on that Studio Calico card instead, and I love the way it turned out. I'm also going to be using word strips on each of these not all of them, but on a lot of the photos. They're all Ali Edwards as well, and these yellow alphas are from Heidi Swap. So I just spelled out bye on that photo because we were saying bye-bye, chickies. So sad. And then I'm trying to figure out just a few more things to embellish on this picture of Nora with Baby Black, and I end up picking out this chipboard. It's also from an older Ali Edwards kit. It's just a little yellow heart, and I peel it back. I peel off some of the layers so it's a little bit more thin, and I just put loved these things, which she did. She loved those little chickies. And then I tried to add, in retrospect, I was like, oh, I want to add a little bit of journaling here, and I couldn't lift it up, and I ripped the label, but I just covered it up with a different label. No worries. So I'm trying to figure out how to embellish this 3x4 card that has the florals, and I want to add some more circles. I wanted to use that June circle. I ended up putting it down on the photo of Nora walking Fenway. But I decided to use the 6 for the month of June. I wanted to bring in some blue, so that's why I put that blue label in the center, and then some more word strips, word phrases from Ali Edwards. And the red ones were a little bit wider, so I just trimmed them down so that they look a little bit more cohesive and like similar to the blue word strips. So I picked some sentiments that worked. It just said this and that this month, and seek adventure. So then I'm going to embellish the photo of the kiddos petting the donkey with some of the washi tape, and then another label for journaling just quickly about the donkeys. And then this is a picture of Nora finally having a play date with her friend Briar, and the two of them are so cute. Briar's in 3rd grade, and they were playing Roblox together and just watching YouTube and hanging out. And I got to chit chat with Briar's mom, my friend Charlene, which was nice. So it was kind of like a dual play date. Like Nora got to have a play date, and I got to have adult conversation, which is always a win, you know? So that's just a photo I took of the two of them on the steps there. So cute. And then I just wanted to embellish it a little bit, do a tiny bit of journaling about that. And I kind of wish I had more of these labels. I really like them. And if Studio Calico has any more, I think I might have to get another set. Although I have like a million box stickers from the Happy Planner, and I should probably use those too. I should do that instead. Yeah, I think I'm going to start trying to do that instead of buy more labeling stickers because they're like the same thing, right? Anyways, using the alphas again to write out love because it's just so cute, the two of them. And then I love that Happily Ever Now 3x4 card and the photo of Nora walking our neighbor's dog again. The two of them, so sweet. And I just had to go through some of my older Studio Calico chipboard, and I picked out Here and Now. I layered it with washi, added a couple of the little flower puffy stickers, and called that card, or that photo, good. Same thing, older star chipboard, and then I'm going to put some word strips at the bottom of that card, and that will be just serves as like a decorative card. I will say this video is sped up to 7.5 times the speed. It took me a couple of hours, and at the end I did lose some footage. Well, no, I didn't lose footage. I lied. I totally forgot to hit record because I was completely exhausted. At the time of me doing this voiceover, it was the last day of school, and my brain is totally fried. But anyways, I finished the left side, and now I'm going on to the right side, which has a lot of photos because of Father's Day. And again, I am going to use a lot of elements from this recent Studio Calico Documenter kit. I decided to end up doing a little bit of stamp therapy on this 3x4 card, so I stamped In the Yard, and that stamp set is from Paper Person, and this Home Sweet Home stamp set is from Studio Calico. I'll link them below in case you're interested. They're not affiliate links, but just in case you guys want to shop. And then I have Life Happens Here, and then I stamped this. This was my first time using these little houses, the buildable stamps. I don't love it, but I could have chose better colors. I wanted to bring in red, and yeah, it didn't work out exactly the way I wanted it, but it's okay. I just left it because, again, I've said this before, this is just a project for fun, and it does not have to be perfect, so I'm totally fine with it being, like, not 100% what I want. And then I'm going to this food-themed stamp set, and I stamp just that little geotag because that's where Nora and her friend May are. They're on the trampoline in our yard, and we did spend a lot of time at home this week just having lots of friends over, and I'm just journaling about how it was an unexpected play date because her friend's mom asked if I could bring her home. She was kind of in a bind, and I was more than happy to take her home with us, even though we had two play dates in a row. Monday she had a friend over, her friend Tessa, and Tuesday we went to Briar's house. Wednesday Melanie came over. It was a very full week, and we typically end up taking at least one of her friends home with us every single day, which is fine. It's, you know, our friends have lovingly nicknamed our house the Kool-Aid house, which is kind of a reference and to back in the day when, you know, you would be the house that had like the Kool-Aid, the kids would want to come over to your house. So we are definitely that house, but we love that. And anyhow, I just added a word strip and I stamped the dates, and I definitely forgot to stamp the dates on some of the cards and had to go back and, or photos, and had to go back and stamp them in, but that's okay. I needed to find an extra card to put this picture of Nora and her friend Abby, who came over, I think it was Friday. And so I used that one because I don't think I'd ever used that tiger, but I wanted the pink background. So I had just trimmed it a little bit short, and I actually like the addition of the pink around the photo of them. I think it's really cute and it frames the picture really well. And then this is also a picture from the donkey therapy day where they're playing outside and they were playing a game. So I'm just journaling about that, and that's going to go on the inside. You won't see it because of the flip out on this page protector layout. It's a 9 by 12 page protector, but it flips out. So when it's fully open, it's 12 by 12. I think for next year, I will try 12 by 12, but for the rest of 2022, no, 2023, goodness gracious. What year are we in? For the rest of 2023, I am going to use the 9 by 12 so that my albums are the same size, but I think next year I will have to move up to the bigger size. Just because I love to embellish and I love to have extra room for decorative cards, but because I'm finding that we have so many photos every week, I just don't have the room to do that as much as I'd like to. So anyway, this is just a picture of my rose bush. I couldn't believe that I had that many roses. Last year we got one, and I think the year before that we got one. So I spelled out roses question mark and journaled about how I was shocked that they were there. And actually now I think there are 12 on the bush. And it's kind of ironic because this is a true confession. I have not, don't come at me, plant people, but I have not weeded my gardens, my flower beds at all. And ironically, we have more flowers than we've ever had. Like, even my hydrangeas are starting to bloom, and I've never had a bloom on my hydrangea plant. So anyway, I love this sentiment that says seek adventure because every year for Father's Day we go on a hike, and we did the same this year. The weather was nice enough to hold out because it's going to rain, and it's raining now, and it's going to rain for like days and days and days. But it was supposed to rain for Father's Day. It didn't, which was awesome. So we were able to go, and I ended up covering up the center of the Seek Adventure card only because it reminded me of like going on a cruise or something, and it had water, and that's not what we were doing. So I just used that circular chipboard piece from an older, not old, like a month ago or two from Ellie Edwards, and covered that up. And then I'm going to do just a tiny bit of embellishing on the photo of Nora on Matt's shoulders. And that's an older Studio Calico chipboard piece that just says keep going. And then after our hike, we picked up Matt's favorite barbecue and also got our favorite ice cream, which finally opened up for the season. We were not sure if that was going to happen. And we were so glad that they were open on Father's Day. And that's a picture of Nora sitting in the window while we're waiting for our ice cream order. And so I'm going to just embellish that a little bit. I have this older chipboard piece that says life is sweet. And then I go and use my red, I think this one is Festive Berries, Distress Oxide ink. And I use that food stamp set to stamp a bunch of sentiments. So it says happy to be a repeat customer. And then I stamp the ice cream cone. And then I'm going to do journaling on this grid card. The stamping came out really weird and blotchy, but I was fine with it. Again, not striving for perfection. But this is where I lost the footage after I stamped on that note card. And because I stopped the camera to do the journaling and forgot to hit start again. So I will do just photos here at the end of the close-ups. And then you'll see what photos you missed. Okay, I'm just going to interrupt the silent um, close-ups to just let you know that a bunch of these photos are from her field day, which was that Friday. The rest of the photos are of our hike. That is my entire week 24 in. I cannot believe that I only have 2 more weeks left to make this half of the year, and then I will move into a new album. But let me know if you've got any questions. Thank you so much for watching this video and hanging out with me. I hope you're enjoying watching me document our little stories. Please like this video if you did. Leave a comment below. Let me know what your favorite part was, or if there's anything that resonated with you, either story-wise or decorative-wise. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you don't miss any more of my content. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you guys have a great week. Take care, and remember that you are enough. Bye, friends.